Gentlemen, we're done here. Take me to Cold Steel.
She had just given me an OD of Valkyr. I could feel green fire eating my brains. They turned to steam. They did a fade on me. I'd never had a chance. The witch had got me just as sure as if she put a gun to my head and pulled the trigger.
Hours later, Max wakes up in a pile of his own puke. His only clue to the woman's whereabouts was the last thing he heard her say.
Take me to Cold Steel.
Max linked the name Cold Steel to a foundry located outside the city. Inside the foundry, he finds an old military bunker crawling with heavily armed military soldiers. One of the computer terminals inside a laboratory contained information regarding the Valkyr case. Max discovers that the Valkyr drug was linked to a top-secret military project called Project Valhalla. The research objective was to create a chemical substance capable of enhancing the stamina and morale of infantry soldiers. Due to unsatisfactory results, the project was cancelled. Apparently, someone had decided to continue researching the experiment unauthorized. 3 years ago, the project was compromised after a supposed data leak. The project lead authorized a field test involving a double dosage for the remaining test subjects. They were released in an urban setting where their behavior would be monitored and recorded. The drop-off point was the same address as Max Payne's home in New Jersey.
Just when you thought you had reached the deepest depths of horror, it suddenly got worse. How to turn off that small voice inside your head that started to whisper that you should be glad that now, if not before, your revenge was justifiable on any conceivable moral scale. That small voice proved, beyond any doubt, that I was damned.
With that, there was nothing more for him here. He escapes the foundry just in time as the self-destruct sequence had been activated. With the foundry destroyed, Max knew his next target was the mysterious woman who left him for dead, but he was out of leads. Soon he receives a new message from BB. He wants to meet Max at a nearby garage and talk about everything that's happened. Thinking about Alex's murder, Max realizes it must have been an inside job. BB had sold him out, and now he wanted to finish what he'd started. When Max finds BB at the garage, he could tell BB was guilty.
What the hell does BB stand for anyway? Backstabbing bastard?
Come on, don't be like that. Have a cigar.
I don't smoke.
Maxie, you have no idea how big this is. It's huge. You have no idea.
I think I do. You're a bribe-taking bent cop who sold out his partner. Those mobsters in the subway were a dead giveaway. Hard to miss. Bet it was exactly like this with Alex. Up close and personal.
You can't win this one, Max.
No, but I can make damn sure none of you do either.
Before Max can lay a hand on him, BB sends in thugs to get rid of him. It isn't long until Max defeats all of them, including the traitor himself. Soon, Max hears a nearby payphone ringing and answers the call. The call is from a man who goes by the name Alfred Woden. He tells Max he can give him the name of his enemy if he comes to the Asgard building. When Max arrives at the building, he comes face to face with Woden, who leads him inside. Woden introduces Max to the rest of his colleagues in a secret society known as the Inner Circle. They are aware that Max has seen the files on Project Valhalla and offer to fill in the gaps with the missing information. The Inner Circle had been involved with the project in the early stages. The woman who injected Max with Valkyr was Nicole Horn, the key figure in Project Valhalla. When the funding was discontinued, she knew what she had in her hands and refused to quit. Nicole is the current president of Acer Corporation, which meant that she has more than half the city in her pocket. The Inner Circle wants Max to take her out. In exchange, they will protect him and make all the charges against him go away. Just then, Horn's agents invade the Inner Circle's meeting, killing all the members. Max escapes from the building just in time. On his way out, he sees a monitor showing what was left of the Inner Circle. He discovers that Woden was the only one who managed to survive the attack. After hearing Woden's offer, Max feels he has no reason not to believe him.
Mine wasn't the most original approach to the problem. It wasn't as if it hadn't all been done before. An eye for an eye, the first principle of revenge. Old as dirt, still going strong. The cardinal rule in going after someone with an intention to kill was not to make it personal, which it almost always ended up being anyway. It did with me. I took my time, cruising around the city in the snow. There was no hurry. I knew what I had to do now. I took my time, thinking about it, building up the rage. When I was ready, I parked the stolen wheels at the front entrance of the Acer Corporation headquarters. Got out, got in, got cracking. I had a bullet with Nicole Horn's name on it. I had 10,000 bullets with the hag's name on them. There was no fear.
While making his way to Horn's office at the top of the building, Max runs into Mona. He discovers that Mona had been working for Horn all along and was ordered to kill him. Luckily, Mona had taken a liking to Max and decides not to kill him. Suddenly, they are both attacked by Horn's agents. Mona saves Max but is shot in the process. After taking care of them, Max returns to the elevator where Mona's body supposedly lay. He opens the elevator door only to find a lot of blood but no body. Max finally confronts Horn in her penthouse suite. She admits that this whole thing started after his wife accidentally found out about the Valkyrie project while working at the district attorney's office. Horn escapes the suite to the rooftop and attempts a getaway after boarding a helicopter. Before she can, Max shoots out the guy wires connected to the building's antenna, causing it to snap off the roof and collide with the helicopter just as it takes off.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger.
After Horn's helicopter comes crashing down to the city streets, police surround the area and arrest Max Payne. As he leaves the building with the SWAT team, he sees Alfred Woden among the crowd of bystanders smiling back at him. Max knew it wouldn't be over until Woden got the final word. He knew Woden would say the right words. Max had enough evidence against Woden to know that he'd keep his promise. At the end of it all, they both felt like winners. After more than 3 years in development, Max Payne proved to be a massive success for 3D Realms and Remedy Entertainment. The game received high praise from critics and gamers alike. They were amazed by the game's incredible technical accomplishments and original gameplay mechanics. Few gamers could find fault with the game beyond a short single-player mode and no multiplayer modes to speak of. They still had an amazing experience of a game that could be relived over and over again. Max Payne won numerous awards that year for its unique style and innovation. Many considered it to be one of the finest shooters ever made. Remedy had a hit on their hands, and fans eagerly awaited for the game's inevitable sequel. They would only have to wait 2 more years to step into Max Payne's world once again. Next time, in part 2 of this Max Payne retrospective, a return to his roots leads to the fall of a hero. The love of an icon leads to a rise from the fans, and an interest in the franchise leads to a rebirth on the silver screen.